Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Reacts, and we are doing something new on the channel. We are doing aesthetic perfection and bark at the
Like the two of
moon.
us.
I'm not sure if this is a cover of Ozzy's Bark at the
Well, I
Moon
was going to
or
say because
what.
we did Ozzy's Bark at the Moon in Halloween last year, was it?
Yes.
And bearing in mind, God knows when this will come out. But any suggestions for spooky Halloween songs? Always put them in the comments because we like to have at least a week's worth of more horror related music. So get them in. But yeah, I wondered that when I saw the song title of going. Is it a cover or is it just that's a cool name? Let's do
Coincidence.
it. Yeah, yeah.
So, shall we find out and bark at the
Very, very
moon?
quickly before we find out. So they are new to
Yes.
us. Do you know anything about them?
Not a clue.
Okay. Yeah, same
I
here.
have I have zero ideas.
Absolute mystery time for me. So, and we've had some wins in our time from bands we know nothing of. So let's hope this is one and the same. Let's do this.
So I back at the moon. I spend my whole life trying to be someone. Yes, I spend my whole life trying to seize your love. So I ran and I rave like a rat in a cage, and I wonder, am I getting out? So I bite and I bleed and I'm baring my teeth. No, I can't stop now. So I'm back at the moon. I'm letting my demons out, yes, I'm back at the moon. I'm letting the real me out, so I'm back at the moon. I've waited so long to finally free myself. Yes, I've waited so long to feel the release from now. So it's set in the sun and the change has begun, and the darkness have died to come out. No, I'm not on the road. I can wait to be done with the lies. Slide down. So I'm back at the moon. I'm letting my demons out, yes, I'm back at the moon. I'm letting the real me out. When the lights go out, the skies are down, I finally feel myself, yes, I'm back at the moon. I'm back at the moon. When I am, I feel so fearsome. When I am, I feel so free to be You'll never cage me again. So I'm back at the moon. I'm letting my demons out, yes, I'm back at the moon. I'm letting the real me out. When the lights go out, the skies are down, I finally feel myself, yes, I'm back at the moon. I'm back at the moon. We're back at the moon. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running away, yes, I'm back at the moon. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running away, yes, I'm back at the moon.
Uh, Not an Ozzy Osbourne cover.
No, it definitely wasn't an Aussie cover. First things first, wonderful hat.
Yes, and I see. I've moved it off the screen now, but at the end of the video, they've got like a logo of his head wearing said hat. So obviously, that hat is a thing for him and for them.
Yes, definitely loving the hat. I like that. That wasn't what I was expecting. I wasn't
I thought
expecting a
you
sort of
would.
very sort of 80s synth wave,
Yeah, I'm glad you
new
said it because that was
romantic sort
yeah.
of vibe going on.
Even with like a couple of bits in there early doors, like because I was going 80s synthwave, new romantics, and there was some very Cure-esque elements very early on, but
Yeah,
they tended to dissipate out as it went on. But yeah, that's what I was picking up out of it as well.
yeah. I said knew no idea what we were going into, and pleasantly surprised.
Well, so when I was listening to it, like a lot was going through my head of us going, I really thought you would like it. And partially off our conversation in the last Ghost one about pop for goths. And I know this is got the 80s part of and stuff like that, but this felt like something that if someone said, yeah, I've got a friend who's a goth, but anything poppy for him, I think I do. I think I'd offer this up to them. I think
Yeah,
there's vibes there that I think that they get on well with quite heavily.
yeah. There was a club night down here back in like the early 2000s called Chains on Velvet, which was like the goth night at the metal
Yeah,
club, where they'd play a lot of like the 80s goth stuff and things like that.
yeah,
This would have fit in perfectly in that sort of a club night. You know, there's definitely a danciness to it that
yeah,
you could
yeah.
bang on in a club and stuff. And yeah, no, I'm very intrigued by this.
I
And
mean, lyrically, kind of following through. Like it sounds a bit mean, but it was fine. Like it didn't wow me lyrically, but then also I
yeah,
thought, well, what you're trying to do with it's probably quite good. Like the symbolism of like barking at the moon, letting my demons out. It's a way of telling that story which is more interesting than some other ways. But yeah, I wouldn't say it had anything which made me go, oh, like I'd love to dig more into their lyrics, but it
yeah,
doesn't have to be, does it? We said that before. It's great if it's bundled full of similes, metaphors, messages, but sometimes it isn't. And like fine is often seen as an insult, but that's I describe it as fine, and fine is what it's supposed to be, isn't it? It's fine. Like
yeah.
it's not
It,
bad.
not
Yeah,
not every song has to
yeah,
change the world in its lyrics.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, I think vocal performance was the bit that I enjoyed the least, if I'm honest. And when I say that, it only dropped down to, and I use fine for the lyrical content, somewhere around fine and below. It was just, it was there. It made me think of a Eurovision Song Contesty kind of performance level,
yeah,
and I love me some Eurovision, but it felt like it would be one where I go, I probably wouldn't remember it at the end of the night after 10 more acts doing something similar.
mm,
But yeah, as I say, no way bad. It was just a thing that grabbed me the least. Whereas musically, I found that a lot more interesting, but possibly because I've been dipping my toe into synth waves and lots of other waves that I'm not. Sometimes I'm not so sure what differentiates between them, but I kind of know what I like when I hear it. But yeah, certainly that was the most enjoyable bit for me.
yeah. As you say, with sort of like the lyrics and the vocals and stuff, it fits what it is.
Yeah,
It it. I'm pretty sure it's a first listen. It's been like it's generic bubblegum synthy gothy music. It's not. As I said, it's not trying to change the world.
yeah,
It's not.
yeah. And I
Yeah,
guess there's an argument
just
sometimes with things like that. Is comparably, how would it compare with its? it's compatriots, it's other people doing things like this, and arguably, like, are there other people? Are there lots of other people doing this? So yeah, comparatively, it might be middle of the pack to upper end to the top end, but I think even in that world, wherever it would sit against other bands, I think you're right. It's got something to it, hasn't it? And I don't know if it's just because it's a fresh first listen for us of a new band and a style that we don't have a lot of on the channel, but it interested me enough to want more.
Yes. So obviously this one has been in the list for well over a year to get round to. So it's one of those where it does sometimes can take us a while to get to some of these
I'd
bits.
say if you want another one quickly, get it in the list quickly. Then.
But yeah, if you let us know sharpish, I'll bump it up a bit because I am
I
intrigued
mean, the
to
hat alone
hear
may
more.
bump it up a smidge, you know.
Exactly. You know, fine headwear gets you on the
Yeah.
channel quicker.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it
am a
gets you
fan
everywhere, doesn't it?
of, as we know, I am a fan of headwear.
Yeah, yeah, yes, you are right. See, in fact, I'll start having a hunt around to see if I can find a hat similar to that. Not entirely sure it'd fit in frame the way that our cameras are set up, but we'll give it a go.
I reckon I could rock that sort of a hat.
Yeah. Well, um, I have your missus's phone number to hand. I could always drop in that suggestion of as a joint birthday and Christmas party, buying
A
this
fancy
ridiculously
hat.
expensive hat. Yeah.
So yes, as always, let us know down there what you thought of it. As always, like, subscribe, and ring off the bells. And until next time, Goff Day.